Oh, gosh damn it. Why is it recording? Start to record this, and then if we get off track, remind me and I'll pause it. So, and let me also do that. So last time we went through and the many, the time before the many had told us to test stuff and clear stuff that didn't, that was aligning with the mal-aligned. And so that was very specific. And this last time, we, from the many and then through speaking with Gaia, we were really focused on everything in our history, not necessarily letting go of the history in a sense of that it didn't exist, but holding space for her to understand that we can still have the knowledge and wisdom from our history to create the knowledge and wisdom to move forward, to not repeat itself. So there was a lot of things in there. And what the many had said, historical cellular memory, programmed energy elements of data. So at first, through the whole recording, we had to get very specific, and we ended up shortening it to historical cellular memory imprints of data. And then we took that and were able to shorten it to historical data. So it was a process of us even getting to that much. But then once we got into the historical data, the mass amounts of info. So for example, was one particle would equal like 1 terabyte of information wise. And then it was a process of integrating the process of time for a new book or a redecoration of the library. So compilation. I must spell it wrong because I always have to say that word like 20 billion times before I even get it right. Thank you, Sherry. Of data. And then I put dash archive. So this was just like me doing notes. So it was to still have the library of data, but to add new data and maybe even open a new book. It is safe to have and feel gratitude for non-serving historical data we did. Transmute energy elements of data. We release, surrender, trust, fulfill, be. I wrote that. I don't know exactly what we did with that. We did do some transmutation of the energy elements of data though. And I would have to go back to the specific recording on that, but we did some subconscious reprogramming, and it was I am powerless. And she said yes, and then we cleared that. I do not receive nutrients or energy from the malaligned, and that was a no, and now it was a yes. And then I receive nutrients, energy from the aligned internal inhabitants. I am aware of the historical data that no longer serves with highest alignment, and it was a no. And I just wrote no, and I like not highlighted it, but like look, it's like big. So I don't know if that one was able to be integrated or not. But really it was a lot of just simplifying all of the wording and getting understanding of the entirety of the archive. And then we ended up doing just the few subconscious statements. So all in all, it was more of working the words and understandings with her is what it seemed like.
So I think I remember correctly, what came out with the mini is the what all that long term that you said, the particles of whatever are, it was like her subconscious. So that's,
Yes,
and
that
I
was
remember
her
seeing them
subconscious.
like books, like it was like books.
Mhm.
And I think, like, if any books stand out to you, Trinity, that the books could be out of the current library and put into like an archive or whatever.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
but if any
redecorating
books,
the library, huh?
yeah. So
Okay.
like if the books are like part of the subconscious, if any lines stand out for you or a crystal,
Okay.
the words that came to, so last time we worked on the malaligned and the aligned, maybe I should just channel and see if there's any direction. But when I was in meditation, it was, I tried to remember fear, connection, and support. Those are the three words that came through: fear, connection, and support. So I don't know if that means anything, but those are the words that when I was feeling into
Today.
So with
session.
the books,
Mhm.
and adding new, if you think of books as in knowledge, you're giving yourself more knowledge by adding new things.
So these books are her, like, scrapbooks
Mhm.
are her existence of information, right?
Mm-hmm.
So she wasn't
Like her
something about,
history, like a diary or
Okay.
journal.
yeah, and she wasn't how we were needing to approach it was to give her the understanding that we weren't trying to clear out the memories or that knowledge or that understanding, but we wanted to transmute it and redecorate her library and her focus of bringing in the new and it being safe to do so.
Okay.
I think was more
So
of
not
kind of the
rewriting
focus.
history, but just
Yep.
maybe tapping into the beliefs that she formed, like we all do.
Mm-hmm.
The stuff to protect herself, the stuff to
Right, which that would make complete sense too, as in redecorating is you're changing that history as in a belief about
And
something. So that does connect.
and so how I was kind of looking at it too was, specific things in my past in this life happened. And in order for me, and these things could be possibly known as like traumatizing or huge events, right? So in order for me to break free from the chains that I kept myself in because of that event, I had to figure out a way to transmute it, right? So how I did that was to be able to be grateful for that experience. Now, when I became 11, when I became grateful for that experience, I wasn't necessarily like, oh, yay, I'm so glad that I got hurt that way. It was more like, okay, I am so grateful for that experience because of the knowledge that I gained from it. I was able to see how strong I was and capable of whatever, whatever the situation. And that gratitude transmuted it in a way for me that it no longer held me down, held me back. It actually allowed me to blossom within it. I created this euphoric, like, raise a frequency with it. I no longer was in fear from it and always stressed and anxious and had these PTSD things from it, thinking that everyone was going to do the same thing to me. It was more like, now I understand that if I was in that situation, for one, I got myself, like, I had it, like, I know what to do. I know what I'm capable of. And also, I knew what to look for to even keep myself from being in that same situation, right? So I gained all of that stuff, and being able to surrender to it like that kind of cut that tie or broke those chains from it, right? So I think that was kind of, we worked on just talking about that a lot with her. We did a lot of more prayer with her and talking. We did do a few of the statements, and really a lot of it was breaking the words down to from, I mean, it was like, seriously, we had to do, you know how she does the proxy for Gaia? We had to do like, I don't know exactly how he put it, but it was historical, cellular memory, imprints of data, programmed energy elements of data, like that whole entire thing. And then we had to break it down to just the imprints of, or the historical cellular memory imprints of data, and then down to historical data, which was beautiful. And then once we got that, then it was more of talking to her about the library of stuff, which was beautiful. So I know Sherry, I think, is going to kind of go into channel if she's not already there, or she's sleeping, one of the two.
Just blew it. Obviously, I wasn't all the way there because I usually don't laugh even when you say something funny. There is a distinct possibility. You're on to me.
Sometimes you guys get
Your
so
head's-
relaxed in, like, meditation, you know? You're like,
Well, then she
She's
has
on
her
to me. I
heated
meditate.
rocks underneath her, and she's got all of her good juju all around, and then you just kind of see her.
Yeah, usually when you say something funny when I'm deep in the channel, I won't even laugh. I know that.
Yeah, you just kind of smirk. It's cute. It helps me
'Cause
know
there was
what
part of
level
me
you're
that was
at.
like this. Yeah, part of this, part of me was like, oh, this feels good. I can fall asleep.
I knew it. I knew it.
Let's go ahead and center first and
That's beautiful.
connect,
Thank you.
and then I'll go into channel. That'll be the perfect segue.
Perfect.
Probably need my pillow under my feet. I'm sorry. Just because they're already starting to hurt. And then we'll do that and be respectful of Crystal's time too. And I appreciate it, Crystal, but you're off the rest of the day, right? I'm sure you have.
I am.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nice.
And you're fine. Take your
Okay.
time. I got
Okay.
plenty of time. So
Good.
Okay.
Good. Good.
Okay. I got my earth here.
Got my earth.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Centering into gratitude and love for each other, our support, and this moment, this year. Letting our grounding cords begin to descend. Each layer, the initial layers, soft, easier to penetrate, but as our grounding cords descend, they become wider and wider and wider, larger, going through all the layers and connecting with Gaia. Feeling is almost like we are sitting directly connected to her, feeling her energy deeply. As our grounding cords near the center, we see each other's grounding cords, and we begin to communicate with her. Our cords are felt, known, sending love and gratitude to her, filling our cords with love and gratitude. We are here for you. This time is for you. We are open to hear, see, know, exactly what you need in this day. We are here to celebrate with you, assist you, redecorate if you want, knowing that you are connected to us and sending you love and trust, knowing that our intent is for your greater good, to assist you in every way. We feel you. We witness every ocean, every lake, every stream, every crevice, the mountain peaks, the waves of the beach, your beauty and your energy that flows throughout every being upon your surface and dwelling within your caverns. You are our focus, and we are here to help you. We feel you, we love you. We call on our support in this endeavor, Creator, Source, unconditional love surrounding all three of us. The many and all well-intentioned, benevolent beings who desire to assist Gaia. All aligned beings, our hearts are open. We send you love. Our energy fields are receptive to your information. As our energy fields are connected with Gaia, we also connect with you and with each other. Shukriya tadiya koya tadiya shananiya ko tadiya 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 Gaia tadiya. Seeking focus for this day. Mm-hmm. We are here.
Hello, Many. Thank you for joining. How are you?
We are well, thank you. You have best support in this day. As you, we will call it reconfigure in this day. Keep in mind we will use the term frequencies. So in this regard, when there are each book you may archive has a frequency. The information contained in these energetic stores are vast, and there are some we will say one book on the shelf to address on this day.
You say that each book that you archive has its own frequency, is there a invitation or possibility to transmute the frequency to a, you said it was very vast, but may we transmute it to a more harmonious alchemy?
This indeed is what we were showing the vehicle. We were showing a book with a chapter rewritten. So indeed, that is what we are referring to in this regard. You can not necessarily remove an entire compilation, as you know it to be. It is the one storage of these frequencies, and its container we will use, which we have likened to a book, is the, as you call it, transmuting can be allowed on this subject matter. It would be more of a today. We likened the library before to give you a understanding of what the vast storage of these codes in a way for you to harness, to access from your viewpoint, from your experiences, and redecorating. But today we'd like to focus on one particular book that would be, and we brought out the energetic qualities. So indeed, you are absolutely on the pinpoint of transmuting energy as you know, changeable. So in this regard, we were and are in allowing you to understand in this day, it is not a complete archiving as last accompaniment in this regard was archiving a certain, we will say, annals of information. It would be not required in this day. So the analogy in this regard would be one particular book. Removing this book, what do you see? You would open this book, which is a container for this particular era. We will use the word era. And
Does this book have a title?
What do you see?
All right, let me tap in then. Egyptian time is what I'm seeing. Is that maybe not? Okay, let me see. I mean, Egyptian time, that's not really an era because the Egyptians have been, it's not like it's the Egyptian per se is an era. So let me see.
It is. What was up is now down. It was a shifting of great proportion. This is a, some may deem it to be natural, but it was not natural. It was more of an offense, we shall say. the original configuration of her landscape was quite different than you currently experience. And so we will call this book we will say A Natural Transformation is the title of this subject today. As you open the book, you will see different regions laid in different areas. As you refer to the poles, were quite contrary to what they are today.
Was Earth spinning the other way?
You are correct.
Interesting. That's what's going to happen again, huh?
This is an assault, we will say.
An assault on Gaia? Okay, so this wasn't the solar system.
This is a clearly traumatic event for her. So as you remove the book, unnatural. The configuration of the land masses being quite different. What was cold is now warm. What is warm is now cold. It is different patterns. And the spinning, it is the equivalent to being your existence no longer being bottom-footed, but head to the surface would be quite dissociative. It would be different, but yet. And this unnatural occurrence, what you need to focus on is, in this book, you do not need to rewrite it, but in the codes contained therein, they are codes of fear of it occurring again, confusion as to why it occurred, safety as to also it occurring again. The unnatural aspect of it was not known to her. It was not clear. So in the confusion therein lies the key. What was not natural now that scenario does no longer exist in this regard. Of course, there are other scenarios, but it is not the same. She is beginning to become aware of this now as she is with us now, as you know. There are some syntax she does not understand, and this is a clear communication. So fear of it occurring again, and it is, it would be not only likened to being toppled on your head, but it would be the movement of the land masses in a instantaneous time, so to speak, would be like the movement of your internal organs within one moment. It would be painful. It would not allow the previous harmony of your flow, of your systematic balance. So it has taken many eons for her to acclimate to the new configuration. It doesn't seem like it would take a mass of a planetary nature to become accustomed to it, but indeed it is interesting that as you have a nervous system, indeed this is also with her. And the nervous system lies within the frequencies, but also the neuro connections, we will say, are similar in that regard. It is pain, not the way you feel pain, but pain as to
Trauma.
It is a frequency as well, which your pain is, but it is interpreted differently by her systematic processes. It is not important to fully understand, but in this book, feel her, you feel her. You have felt her deeply. You are connected deeply, all of you. We are, through you, letting her know this was not a natural occurrence. A long time ago, this book is removed. It is placed now, this energetic sequences is placed now to all gaze upon it, including your support. And looking at that, this information is being transmitted to her. It was unnatural and this threat does not exist. We do not mean to say there are no other situations, but she is well guarded. We're transmitting that now. Feel it being transmitted. Tell her she is well guarded. Yes, yes, yes. In this book, we are not going to alter what occurred, but we are going to alter the frequencies that are the ramifications of it. Do you see? So the ramifications are that she believes the threat to be continual. She now understands that, but she would do well to ensure that is transmuted, as you say, in this regard as well. That she is supported and safe. We are transmitting that as well, but transmuting any remaining frequencies not aligning with that would be a focus today. She has become accustomed now to and integrated well the new standing of the land masses and where they are. It is functioning well. It is more the apprehension of it occurring again because that is a energetic, as you would call memory, an energetic fear. Yes. Do you have questions? Crystal? No, we do appreciate you. We want you to know this.
So in order to remove, I guess not remove it, but transmute that energy that Gaia is feeling, do we need to understand that situation more?
She thought it was the natural occurrence. This was her understanding. So this would be to explain why it occurred, would not assist her.
Okay.
The fact she's aware of it now, it is, we have transmitted this, it was not natural. So that does help her, because the understanding of natural would mean that it would be natural for it to occur again. Being unnatural would cause some apprehension as well, but for your understanding, as we do appreciate all that you are doing deeply, the assault was successful, we would say, in eradicating civilizations that were of high consciousness. In this regard, it reset the paradigm of the species and delegated your kind to a reset, so to speak. In this, it was successful, but it will not occur again. It will not be permitted. It will not. It will not. It will be attempted, and we are aware. But so the eradication of highly developed, connected, and beautiful beings that still exist today. It was not. It is an erasure of the current inhabitants that were highly influential, actually, within the cosmos, and delegated it to ones with no sense of connection and a reset to where you currently are, which is where, despite maybe your understandings, we are quite pleased. In many regards, there are challenges, of course, but isn't there always? So the
That's why the higher frequency beings had to choose to sacrifice their selves, in a manner of speaking, to incarnate here in order to actually create a vibrational transmutation, or that frequency upgrade, because we cannot, from, let's say, the many's realm or the 12th dimensional, the higher beings cannot actually come here because of that boundary, that frequency, that the dimension. No, not dimension.
Yes.
The turn of events kept us out. That's why we had to choose to incarnate here to help, well, those who are not of the human origin anyways, or that vibrational origin. We had to incarnate here to forget who we are, to remember who we are as part of this collective, in order to raise the awareness of the collective, to awaken as a whole.
Yes, we know you quite well. You as well, Crystal. It's not by consequence that you are here. It is. We are quite pleased.
So in order for the higher beings
Hmm.
to even join here on her, to become a part of this in a manner of speaking in one particular perspective of meaning. We are to unlock that awakening for all inhabitants to be able to come, or not inhabitants, beings to join here again. Is that right? Or make some type of sense? I mean, granted, you can come here and join, but
Unlocking is the key word, as that you can unlock a door, but it is open for one to choose whether they walk past the threshold and through the door. Do not feel that it is a commitment to ensure all walk through the door, as you know. But indeed, this is correct. There are many similar, though few have chosen to regard Gaia in this way. They do exist, though there are others. There are plenty of others. But this is appreciated. The civilizations of the past are within you. It is all within you.
I don't know if this is relative or not, but because it did just pop in my head, I'm going to touch base on it. If whether it has meaning or not for this particular thing. But the other night I had an experience, and this experience was, to put it quickly and simply, I was in a type of laboratory, and I had some maybe test run or something. And when to get to the point, this specific being had brought to my attention that that I've now, and I've been told this before, so maybe my logical mind brought this information in as well, or maybe it was a piece that I needed for this particular experience. But I've had 3 specific incarnations within this earthly realm for leading up to this particular life. The information that this being gave me was to like, he gave me another piece of these lives because it has to do with something for this life, for what is going on and what we're doing right now with whether it's exposing or evolving or expanding, whatever it is. The reason I bring that up, for one, is because it came into my head. I don't know if I need to go into any type of more detail or not, but there was something when you're speaking and that came through. It feels like there is a piece to that that would be helpful for this book. But what I am seeing is just lines of light with that thought. I'm not sure if I'm understanding how to translate everything correctly. Is this too vague of information to ask for assistance with this, or is this irrelevant?
Nothing is irrelevant in this regard. It is a, we'll say, a piece. Is there a wavy line? in that regard?
So let me see. Well, the lines changed. So when I first opened this book of focus, the light lines, these lines are of lights, is how I am perceiving them. And they were running downwards out of the book and into maybe Gaia or into my lap, or however I was picturing this. And then a moment of the pictures, the little symbols that we used to write with, and then it was more lines. And then when that came through, the lines went, instead of up and down, they went side to side in this book. When you spoke of wavy lines, I saw wavy lines within, not all of them, but within them. So it brought my attention to. And then I was seeing like little bubble thoughts of random things, like the wilderness, and then dirt. Like I'm not, it's not clear. Maybe it's a remembrance of a.
You will see. Focus on the wavy lines and allow, not at this moment, it does not need to be this moment, in regards to your experiences, visions, we will say immersion, communications. In this regard, it is you opened a door, that is good, we shall say. There are others who can venture through the door, you know this, and allow that to be sealed with your intent of the only the one. In this regard, it is not beneficial to have the door be open to others. We will word it that way.
Maybe I can lock this door from my side and only opening it when I want to.
Yes, indeed.
Yes.
It would be the one that communicates, as you know and have felt, is not of ill intent. The illusion lies in the we will say translation. So be aware that the even visual communication or telepathy, as you refer to it, will have one meaning from one's perspective or experience compared to yours. So in this regard, sometimes it is not at face value. So in other words, a symbol or a in the experience can have double meaning. We want you to be aware of that. It is not always such as parables in this circumstance are things that are taken by one who hears them and taken differently by another, but it is also from the writer's perspective, or the person delivering the message may have one intention. So you will get the intention, but just do not assume it's your first interpretation. We will say that this continuance is of no harm or consequence to you, as you know, and we will liken it to not necessarily locking the door, but sealing the door with intent. Sealing, like a seal, the intent is only for the one. Because where the one ventures, others do desire to follow. And that is, at this time, would be not beneficial or it would be best for the one.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
China is fragile. So, as you are carrying it, you are careful, correct?
Yes.
You do not toss it. Yes. So, think of this as China. It is something you would handle with fragility and not be careless. You will pay attention and your intentions be clear, as well as your interpretations. This is important, your interpretations. It does not mean that you must, spend all this time figuring it out. Once you receive information, record it and you will know. But remember, the first one may be, and consider who is delivering the information and the journey that they have had. It does not mean there's ill intent. It means that there is a different experience, meaning for symbolisms and for pictures in your mind, so to speak. For the vision would be at face value one thing for you, but when you consider the deliverer, it would shine light, so to speak. For today, it is of no consequence, but keep it on, as you say, the back burner.
Okay.
So the book is open, and good night, Gaia's connection is very vast support present. And that transition, sudden, we shall say, rearranging of that which she knew and that which she was familiar with and that which she loved. There was vast harmony of the civilizations present, and that was of great solace to her. So that is also part of it. She is aware of their continuality. She is aware. So she knows. But in the grief of that moment, with intent, transmute that to the stronger, the more solid focus, we shall say, on their continuum, as not the, it was not of her control. No, there was nothing she could have done to prevent it at all. It was and letting her know that she is receiving this now, but to continue this process, but letting her know that as everything does, even that unfortunate reconfiguration did serve or allowed benefits to be derived from it. Anything else? Thank you. I see that they have the book open, and they just want us. They're going to witness our transmutation of that. Maybe through her subconscious, I see us doing that. Before I forget, Trinity, I saw you sealing the door up, kind of like in biblical times, with like just sealing the doorway up. Okay.
Yeah, and maybe honestly, maybe that's what I just needed to hear for today. But it was strange how it came up kind of almost like in the book. So I wasn't sure if there was something else there as well.
It was kind of interesting because when we were connecting in the beginning, I saw like almost like I was inside Gaia, and there was like a hole that light was coming through, but I wasn't sure if the light was supposed to come through or if that was meant to be closed off. I tried to follow the light, but it didn't really lead me anywhere to see if it was like shining on like something particular.
Yeah, right. Okay. Did it go completely through, or you don't know about that either?
No, it was kind of, so I drew a picture. So if we think about it like that, like I saw it on the surface and that would be light, but not going all the way through. It was just kind of like in going within and staying within.
When you were talking about it, I almost saw it like the core of her being having like these like a geode, you know, but the light coming in and reflecting back out.
Okay.
Is what I initially thought when you're saying that, but not that that's correct or not, but that's how I pictured it.
Okay.
What I saw just now is we are sending our grounding cords. It is like light to her. It is
okay.
She's receiving that, but also I'm just hearing no detriment. That the light frequencies are beneficial. It's your presence. And the support gathering. Okay. Thank you. Just stay there. Thank you. Stay with us. They're going to stay with us. So I see them like the books open and just moving, transmuting that. So I don't know quite how we'll word that. Let me see if I can connect to her real quick with proxy. Smells everywhere. Okay, coming back. Thank you. Growing roots from my feet. Thank you. Gaia, thank you. Love and light. Connecting to you even more deeply. Do I have your permission? Let me connect for yes first. I'm sure I'm calibrated. Yes. Okay. No. Okay. Gaia and love and light in full connection. We would like to connect to you as your proxy. Can I connect to you as your proxy? Do I have your permission to be your proxy? Okay. Thank you, Gaia. And love and light, Gaia as your proxy. Do you understand when I say the word or the terms for an event? Pole shift. No. Gaia as your proxy, do you understand the term that occurred rearranging your landmass. Understand that. Okay, so what do we do now? Okay, your proxy is Gaia is your proxy. Do you understand the rearranging of your land mass was not natural? Okay, she understands that. That was transmitted to her. Gaia is your proxy. Do you understand the word safe? Okay. Gaia as your proxy. Do you, can I say this, Trini, feel safe? Can I say it? Just simple?
Yeah.
Okay. Gaia as your proxy, do you feel or are you safe? Gaia as your proxy, are you safe? Gaia is your proxy. Would you like, how do I say, Trin? Help me. Or Crystal, anybody. As your proxy, do we have your permission to?
Okay, so let's do the safety one after, because she's not
Thank
going to
you.
let us do the safety one until she knows she's safe.
Okay.
So I keep getting these twitches in my hands. I wish I knew like Morse code or something like that. Okay. Whew, I'm getting a lot of information.
Good.
But I absolutely have no clue what the hell it is.
Yes, you do.
Okay, so to translate it yet, anyways. So Gaia, are you confused of what happened?
Gaia, as your proxy, are you confused about what happened? Yes.
I wonder if she feels like if she needs to know what happened.
Gaia, as your proxy, in love and light, do you need to know what happened?
Okay. Can she experience the translation through me? Let's ask her that.
Gaia, as your proxy, can you translate through Trinity? Yeah, she's familiar with you.
Okay. Okay, so let's ask her if she wants to, and then you can sit for a second, I guess.
Gaia, as your proxy, fully connected to you. What do you want me to ask her? Does she want to?
If she wants to.
Okay. Gaia, as your proxy,
experience through me the translation.
Would you want to translate through Trinity, experience through Trinity? No.
Okay.
Okay. Gaia, as your proxy, I think the word experience, I don't think she wants to experience it again. I think that was the problem.
Experience my translation, how I'm translating, because I don't know how to translate it to her in words that will make sense, but I can allow her to come through me, and my hand is doing something and I'm seeing a lot. Okay, so I'm experiencing.
She's telling me yes. She's understanding that.
Okay, so she would like to do that. She has my permission.
Your proxy, you may experience through Trinity what happened. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry if I'm silent, guys. I really don't. I could explain what I'm seeing
It's okay.
and what my hand is doing, though, if you would like me
It's okay.
to.
It's for her, not for us.
She's making, I like her presence. I'm so calm right now, so I have to get
okay.
back into it.
Yeah. Don't speak. Just experience with her.
If you guys want to connect to me as well, that'd be beautiful because you'll probably get amazing stuff as well.
Awesome.
Go ahead and be in a room where we have the book open. The many is around, all of our support, everyone who you've called in. The book is open, and Gaia and I are right in front of it. I invite you to put your hands on the book, or for lack of better terms, hands, hearts, intentions on the book. As we're all here, you'll feel into the frequency. Clearing static. We are grateful for this event, not as we were wanting it or anticipating it, not even that we reflected that, but being the 10% of what happens to you, you will accept it. The 90% will be our intention and how we now will respond to it with love and support, forgiveness, forgiveness, forgiveness. Let go, forgive. I forgive. Okay, we can definitely test that. We're going to test that, make note. Yes, it's okay. It's okay. Be grateful. Let's put some love for the vibration of that energy signature, not for the attachment of the visual experience, the sensory experience, but the love for that energy signature. Put the love into it, seeing it and feeling it expand. Seeing it change color. You see a vibrational wave, you see it shift its form. More light reflected within it. Yes, God. This signature is placed back into this book. Flipping through pages, allowing it to fully integrate within the entirety of this era. Before, during, and after. Shifts the expansion. Expressing love and light.
Crystal, do you see something? I saw you pointing at something. I don't know why. So I saw Crystal pointing at something.
I was going around the room
Uh-huh.
and I was sending love and light to each and every person or being that was there, including Gaia.
Oh. Do you guys see the book now? It changed. This. Not changed. It didn't change history, but it changed
Signatures.
Mm-hmm. What they're showing me is like now when we're done, to let her witness that it is being like sealed in a way, that it's so that it's not what will not be tampered with. It's not going to change. They're protecting her. It's like a protective thing. I saw like like those cake dish covers that go over the cake. I saw like something like that over the book.
Okay. Okay. All right. Let's apple the apple. All right. Let's see if I could open my eyes. Yeah. Okay. Yep. You could always come back. Let's check some things first. Okay. Whenever you guys are ready, if you're already back or not, but we can see if she is still confused. I don't think so. She had quite the conversation.
Oh, shoot.
But maybe. And then we could see if she can. I think that forgiveness part is definitely there, but we can check a couple things and then see if she feels safe.
Okay. Yes.
Crystal, your light body is freaking bright as hell. In that room. I was like, it was pretty cool. Just saying. Okay.
Thank you.
Go ahead and ask.
Am I still connected to Gaia? Am I still connected to you as proxy? Okay, what do you want me to say?
Let's see if she is confused as to what happened.
Gaia, as your proxy, are you confused regarding what happened during the rearrangement? Say yes. I might have used the wrong word. What was it called?
So let's make sure she understands our focus.
Okay.
It being that
Land masses. How did I word it last time? I don't remember. Land masses.
unnatural
Okay.
transformation.
Okay, thank you. Gaia, as your proxy, are you confused, or are you confused about how the unnatural land transformation happened?
Let's ask her if that energy signature is transmuted.
Gaia, as your proxy, is that energy signature transmuted? Maybe she needs to know what energy signature you're talking about. Gaia, as your proxy, and maybe Gaia, as your proxy, do you understand energy signature? Okay. Gaia, as your proxy, do you understand what happened in the transformation of your land masses? Okay. Gaia, as your proxy,
do you feel safe? Let's ask her if she feels safe. Yeah.
As your proxy, do you feel safe regarding landmass transformation? Okay. Good. Gaia, as your proxy, do you feel supported? Okay, good. Gaia, as your proxy, do you
forgive
Okay.
the unnatural
Okay.
transformation?
Gaia, as your proxy, in full connection, do you forgive the unnatural transformation of your land masses? Do you forget? Okay.
Beautiful.
Gaia, as your proxy, do you fear an unnatural or a Gaia as your proxy in full connection? Do you fear a land mass transformation? Yay.
Do you fear an unnatural land
Okay.
mass transformation?
Thank you. Gaia as your proxy in full connection, do you fear an unnatural land mass transformation? Just no.
Good, good. I just wanted to clarify that.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Each book you record transmute one book for today.
So prior to, let's see, prior to like this, don't mind my spelling because I have terrible spelling without
It's
spell
okay.
check. But I made like a list of things that like this situation caused and took it from the many. And then over here, I put down
Oh my gosh.
things that can transmute it too.
Oh my gosh, look at you.
So,
I love that.
mhm,
Okay.
which I can read them off.
No, yeah, let's. Were you coming up with something, Trinity, real quick? You were both about to say something at one time.
Oh, who knows what I was going to say.
Okay. I love those. Yeah, read those off to me. Thank you, Gaia. And love and light, am I still connected to you as your proxy? Okay. Gaia, as your proxy, I am harmonious. Gaia, as your proxy, do you understand the word harmony? No, okay. Would be Gaia, as your proxy, do you
Balance.
understand the word balance?
Let's do energy balance. Oh, okay. Balance
Gaia,
of
as you understand
energies.
balance.
Okay.
Gaia is your proxy in full connection. I am balanced. Gaia as your proxy. Because okay, what I just got is her poles are a little off center and she doesn't want to, like, what does balance mean? Does balance mean for what we're doing right now? Does it mean
energy?
Energy balance. Okay, that's why you said energy. Oh, well, that is energy too. Gaia is your proxy. Do you understand the word peace? She understands that. Okay.
What if
that would be another word for harmony?
Sacred.
Gaia is your proxy. In full connection. I am at peace. She didn't answer that one either. Gaia is your proxy. Do you understand the word harmony? Okay. Do somebody have a thesaurus? What's another word for harmony?
What about feel harmony or no? Let's see.
Okay. She said she didn't understand harmony.
Oh, she didn't. Okay, so I'm doing it right now. Harmony equals thesaurus. Okay, so Gaia, harmony means agreement, accord, harmonious relations, a consistent, orderly, or pleasing arrangement of parts. For music.
Interesting.
And arrange.
Pleasing of parts. Gaia, as your proxy, are you pleased with the unity? Are you pleased with the arrangement of your land masses? I gotta know. Gaia, as your proxy, do you understand the word pleased? Yes. Okay.
So
I think she needs to feel pleased with them.
Okay, and we could definitely do that. But the thesaurus for harmony would be most relevant is red. Okay, so unity, consensus, conformity, consistency, cooperation, friendship, goodwill, kinship, peace, rapport, tranquility. I like tranquility.
Okay.
Anonymity, understanding.
Okay.
And then there's more, but those are the most relevant.
Okay. Gaia, as your proxy, do we have your permission to, did we use the word download with her? I don't remember.
What was it? Add or input or it was something
Gaia,
like that.
as your proxy, can we add that you are at peace with your land mass conformity? Okay. Gaia, as your proxy, do we have your permission to add that you are at peace with your land mass configuration or conformity?
Pick the word she said.
Okay. Gaia, as your proxy, do we have your permission to download that you are at peace, or add that you are at peace with your land mass configuration? Gaia, as your proxy, do we have your permission to add that you are at peace with your land mass conformity? Okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you, Gaia. Okay, go ahead and retest. I am at peace with my land mass conformity.
Gaia, as your proxy, I am at peace with my land mass conformity.
Beautiful.
Okay. And what were the other words? I would say harmonious was the one that you liked was tranquility.
Tranquility.
Gaia, as your proxy, do you understand the word tranquil? Okay. That was a yes. Gaia, as your proxy, do you understand the word tranquil? Okay. Gaia, as your proxy, I am tranquil.
I feel tranquility.
Thank you. Gaia, as your proxy, I feel tranquility. Gaia, as your proxy, do we have your permission to add, I feel tranquility? Yay. Yes. Thank you, Gaia. Thank you, Gaia. With your permission, we will add, I feel tranquil. Okay. Thank you.
All right, go ahead and test. I feel tranquility. Or tranquil, whatever you want to do that way.
Gaia, as your proxy, I feel tranquility. Okay, cool.
Beautiful.
What was another word on there, Crystal?
On let me see. So I put strength, but I think you guys touched base with that.
Okay.
There's forgiveness, which I know we just did that. Trust, feeling natural, safety, self control of self.
Not trust, I trust my support.
So I am whole is one, and I have control of self for sure.
Okay, so tell me how to word it.
I am whole.
Gaia, as your proxy, in full connection, love and light, I am whole. Okay. Gaia, as your proxy, may we add, I am whole. Okay.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, go ahead and retest. I am whole.
Gaia, as your proxy, I am whole.
Beautiful. I have control of self.
Gaia, as your proxy, in love and light, I have control of self.
Okay.
Gaia, as your
With
proxy, I have control of self.
okay, with the knowledge from the experience of the unnatural transformation. I'm just going to spit some words out here and then we can maybe create a statement. With the experience, maybe I understand or I trust in or I believe, something like that. From the experience of the unnatural transformation, I can protect myself from or control.
I don't know if I just went back or she said no.
You can, what's that word? What's the word? Just seeing freaking lines and it's driving me up the wall.
Then pick a line.
Thank you. It's not predict. Prevent. I can, okay. Understanding what, or understanding or having clarity on what happened from the unnatural transformation, I now can prevent anything of similar circumstances from happening to me. That's a big one, but something like that.
Okay.
Or you could just listen to me ramble and see if she goes forward or back.
Yeah, I was sitting down.
Oh, okay.
Gaia, as your proxy, with understanding of the unnatural land mass transformation, I can now protect myself.
Prevent it from happening
yes
again. Good, good, good.
Okay.
And let's do the prevent, the word prevent.
Okay. Gaia, as your proxy and love and light, now with understanding of the land mass transformation, I can prevent it from happening again.
We can add, we could include it. Okay, so she has an understanding. She doesn't know how. So I know how to prevent any unnatural land mass transformation from happening to me.
Gaia, as your proxy, I know how to prevent any land mass transformation happening to me.
We may have to actually use the word unnatural.
Okay. Okay. Did I say natural?
You did say natural.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Gaia, as your proxy in love and light, I know how to prevent any unnatural land mass transformation. Jeez.
Would she like it downloaded? She might be tired. I know how to prevent.
Gaia. And now she's saying no.
Okay.
I don't know if she's saying no to being downloaded or no to let me
It's
clarify.
okay, we can ask, yeah.
Gaia, as your proxy, would you like us to add that you can prevent any unnatural land mass transformation? Would you like us to add that?
The know-how.
Gaia, as your proxy, would you like us to add the know-how to prevent any unnatural land mass transformation? Gaia as your proxy. Are you tired? She doesn't know what tired means. Gaia as your proxy.
Are you still proxy?
Gaia, am I still your proxy? Quit listening to me. What's going on? Gaia, in love and light, am I still connected to you as proxy?
Hold on.
I'm getting a slow yes. Very slow.
Something's happening, that's why. Okay, so let's connect to her. So I don't, let me know what you guys think, but I am seeing like this almost unnatural border or protection or like cut off. Okay. Okay, hold on. So let's center a lot of love and support for a moment, breaking through any barriers that may have been placed, like a cape over her or blanket, right? So
yeah, I
let's
think
go
that
ahead
would be
and
good.
take
It's been
that
a
back.
lot today.
Mm-hmm. But let's take that coat off, that layer off, and put in a natural and high frequency layer over her. And just kind of tuck her in, allowing her to know that we are here, almost like we're putting her into bed. We're going to read her a little story. As the very beautiful, natural, wholesome, harmonious being you are, beautiful Gaia. In this book, during this era, you are growing. You're coming into a beautiful expression of yourself. And as you experience different things, you can observe the experience without the traumatic attachment. You can witness what happens. Being able to witness, you see all the perspectives, all of the different diverse intentions, the unknowingness, the knowing, the shock, surprise. Just witness, just witness. It's beautiful, it's beautiful. Within this witnessing, you are gaining your knowledge and wisdom to prevent anything like this to ever happen again. As you are growing and expanding, maturing and evolving, you can wear that experience like a protective coat, like a stepping stool, stepping stone, rising above the situation, the experience, not judging or holding a grudge on those who deceived you or caught you off guard or did this to you. As you find it within your observation to understand how it has now served you. This is very beautiful. Sit in gratitude. As you drift off to sleep, you You feel safe. You feel protected, loved, and supported. As you are drifting away, we are closing that book and putting it tucked away into a shelf. This shelf is a new shelf. The shelf is higher as it holds a higher frequency of story, of book, of information. We put it up high, 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 as now it connects to that vibration. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We kiss your face, look into your being, feeling very proud of who you are, feeling very humble and blessed and honored in being here with you, within you, for you, and because of you. We thank you and we love you. You feel at ease and peace and harmony, now knowing harmony, just tranquility and unity. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Anything you guys would like to add for this, you can please do so.
No, that was a beautiful ending.
Mhm.
Thank you guys. That was incredible.
Shoot.
Hmm.
Could you could we do it 1:30? Do you think if we're going to do it today, could you see what she said? Because I wanted to take a moment.